guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion, and today we are at one of my all-time favorite places in the whole wide world, Ogunquit Beach. So today, not only are we going to strengthen and activate the core, but we are also going to enhance our flexibility. So the emphasis today is listening to your body and on proper form. You just need a towel, a mat, or a bed, whichever works better for you. Either way is good. We're going to do a few exercises and then do a stretch. So we're going to kind of ease into things. So if you're just starting out, no worries. You'll get nice little breaks to help lengthen as well. So I'm going to start lying down. And step one, as always, is getting the right position, because that's going to be the position we use for all these exercises on our back. So you're going to arch that back and flatten that back. And you're going to find a position in between there, whether it's all the way flat or a little arch, that feels the most comfortable for your body. Once you find that, you're going to think about gently pulling your belly button in, not a suck in, right? Nothing is moving now, just that little belly button pull in. And that's our starting position. We're going to start with that head down, and you don't even need to count. You can just follow right along with me. I usually have people place their hands right on their hips to start here so that you make sure that you're not wobbling back and forth. We're actually going to start with a little march. So it's a nice little gentle lift. Again, nothing in that torso is moving, just my legs a little bit. So we're starting out, like I said, just with this little march, alternating sides, and then we'll actually add on a little bit to this as we go. The other thing you'll notice is that I have this lovely water bottle with me with my element in it, because if you notice also, it is sunny, it is hot, and I am a sweater. And in fact, my whole family is sweaters, so we all use element, and you do not want to exercise near us. Okay, you're gonna put those hands behind your head. We're sticking with that march, and now we're adding a little lift, not pulling that head up at all, right? So the reason we like element is because it's got 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. The flavor actually is good, and I haven't had a flavor yet that I don't like. And it's not made with any yucky ingredients. Nothing artificial, all good stuff in there. So great for when you're sweating, great for if you're in the sun and maybe you are a little dehydrated either from the sun or from some other drinks perhaps, but love it. All right, hang in there, keep breathing. We're gonna do one more and then we'll take a little bit of a break. Soles of the feet are gonna come together, knees are gonna drop open. We're sticking with that little crunch, but we're adding a twist coming from the oblique, not pulling with the elbow. So it's up and then add that little twist. So if you are listening today and you want to place an order, you will get a free 8 sampler pack just for being my listener. If you just go to the link, drinklmnt.com/Christy Ennis. That's where you can place your order. And like I said, I love all the flavors. I haven't found one yet that I don't like. So again, notice I'm not pulling my head. It's just a very small motion as we go. And I'm exhaling as I come up. If you can even tuck that chin a little bit, that'll take less pressure or put less pressure on that neck. I'm gonna do one more to the other side. Whew, and then let those abdominal muscles take a little break. We're gonna bring one knee into the chest, straighten out the opposite leg if you can. Oh, this does just feel good, right? You get to, again, breathe a little, let things relax, let things lengthen. And I'm gonna switch, straighten this leg out. And very gently, notice I'm not pulling directly on the knee, it's just on the leg there. It's also okay if you can't pull all the way into your chest, right? Listen to your body, right? I made sure that we have that clear right from the beginning here. Good, okay. I'm gonna straighten this leg out again, but I'm bending this opposite one to support my back a little bit. Again, re-engaging in that spine position if you need to. But now I'm gonna bring this knee in towards my chest like I'm starting that march, but I'm gonna straighten it out and come back down. Now notice I am not coming all the way back down, because if I did, I would arch my back. So you pay attention to what position feels good. It may only be to about there. That's okay too, right? So it's up, straighten, and out. You get a little extra benefit too if you really think about squeeze that quad muscle, then we're working in through that hip a tiny bit too. We're gonna get a couple more on this side. Last one there. And then switching, and of course always being careful when you switch positions too. So knee comes in, leg straightens, and then bring it on down. Again, making sure you're keeping that spine position where you want it to be, as well as making sure you're not blooping out the belly. No blooping today. At any time, even if it's not during a stretch break, you feel like you need to take a break, you do that, okay? No worries. As you start to go and do more, you'll be able to build up more and even do more repetitions, maybe even more repetitions than what I am doing today. Got a few more here. One more to go, and then my foot is gonna come right down to the ground. I'm gonna keep my heels together and my toes turned open to actually help if you have tight hips. For this next one, we're starting to get into those glutes because those are part of the core too. Hands are gonna go down by your side. You're gonna do a little bit of a pelvic tuck so that you are flattening your back a little bit, which engages those glutes a little bit more. And then you're gonna lift up as much as you can without arching through the lower back or even in through the rib cage. So again, everybody's gonna be a little bit different, right? The goal here is not getting as much range of motion as you can, right? By doing this, that also then stresses the neck, but by just gently activating those core muscles, right? And if you need to give a little extra squeeze at the top, you can. If you need to re-engage that little pelvic tilt, you can as well. We have a couple more here. And then we're gonna go right onto our sides and get some of those hips again, which are also core muscles. So should hopefully be feeling good. We're gonna do one more of these. Hey, okay. Now of course, also be careful as you switch positions, right? Instead of sitting straight up, come to your side first, especially if you have any back issues. So, lying right on our sides, we're gonna get the position set first. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm rolled all the way onto that hip. I have a little bit of a gap in between my torso and my towel. It's like there's a little cupcake there. My favorite is vanilla with vanilla frosting, in case you're wondering. You don't wanna smush that cupcake, okay? You're gonna look down at your legs, and you should be able to see your toes and maybe some of your feet, but you don't wanna see a lot of your leg. If you do, it means your legs are too far forward and you're gonna actually use your hip flexors, which is what we're not trying to do. So from here, you're gonna lift this top leg, rotate that foot down to really engage to those side hip muscles. And I'm actually gonna aim towards my heel, so I make sure that I'm not going forward, and again, using those hip muscles. And again, just follow along right with me. Try not to smush down onto anything, including with your hand. Should feel that hopefully right here. If you start to feel it forward, even bring it just back a little bit more. Got a few more to go here. Two more. Last one. One more on this side, and then of course we'll switch to the other side. Keep your hips right where they are, and now just bend those knees. Your feet are gonna stay glued together, and you're lifting this top knee up. Be careful as you lift this top knee up that you don't roll backwards. That's not using the muscles we wanna use anymore. And you're lifting as high as you can, but again, remember, it's okay if it only lifts a little bit. 4. You should be feeling these, hopefully. 9. And that's 10. Before we switch to the other side, we're gonna get a nice another little stretch. So you're gonna stay right where you are. You can support underneath your head if you need to. You're gonna bring that knee across the chest. That may be enough of a stretch for you to start. If you want a little bit more, you can actually rotate your body away and hold that knee down. And you can even straighten that leg out if it feels good. For me, it doesn't, so I'm not straightening all the way. Good. Okay, we're gonna get one more stretch before we go to the other side. So you're coming up onto those hands and knees, and we're gonna go just into a lovely yoga child's pose. So sit that butt back, bring those arms forward, stretch it out, press down evenly. I don't know if it's the sun or this workout, but I'm feeling pretty good. All right, we're gonna go on to the opposite side, if I can get there. That's the other lovely thing about the sand. It's a great balance workout too. So same idea, let's get that position set first so we're in a nice straight line. A little windy here today. We're gonna turn that toe down, aim towards that back heel, and then lift. Now you can also do this workout again if you feel like you need a little more. But remember, if you are just starting, take it slow, take it easy, really focus on the breathing and what your body's doing here. 2 more. Last one. Bend those knees again, don't let those hips come forward. Lift that top knee up, and I think I'm smushing into my cupcake. I just want to eat it, not smush it. Few more to go, and we'll do that same stretch on the side. And then last one. I'm going to come all the way down, bring this knee across again. I'm going to let my head go. I definitely need something to drink when I'm done here. Bring that knee down, bring that arm open. This one doesn't open nearly as much, but we're stretching out right in through the glute, in through the spine a little bit. So pay attention, like I said, especially if you have back pain, only go as far as is comfortable. We're going to end on our backs. So going back onto our back again. I'm going to actually just kind of windshield wiper those knees back and forth, get a little bit of more hip mobility, and then we're going to add one last little exercise here. So keep that happy spine position, bring those legs up. This is the hardest one, so if you can't do this one, that's okay. You got all the other ones. But we're going to bring those knees over to one side, making sure that shoulder blade on the opposite side stays down. That's going to help stretch and engage in those abs. Breathe into the middle and then breathe out towards the other side. You can let your head go in either direction if it feels good. If not, it's okay to keep that right in the middle for sure. We're going to just get a couple more to each side here. One more to each side. Notice I'm not going too far over here. That's all I've got in me. Awesome, and then we're ending with one final stretch. So foot goes down, you're gonna cross that ankle over the thigh. From here, you can take that knee and bring it across towards the opposite shoulder. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can actually bring that leg right up towards you. We're just gonna get a couple breaths here. And then we're gonna switch to the other side, and I'll kind of hold that first one I showed you. So cross, and then you're going to bring that knee across. If that's too much, you can actually just kind of even bring that leg up a little and then pull across. That's okay too. Sometimes if I have a difficult time, depending on what my body is doing for the day, I'll even use a towel or a strap to help get it there. Oh, awesome. There you have it. Nice job, guys. A little strength, a little stretch today.